What's up, Champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE Champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. And this one is definitely going to be a mixed bag of sorts because we have some things to address. I was initially going to do 3 different videos, but looking at a turn of events, or should I say, a twist of fate, if you will, we're just going to go ahead and do what we can in one big bundle bag video of content because there are some things and shenanigans going on right now that absolutely don't make sense. So we're going to lead off with the first tour that we're going to do here, and you will soon see why, okay? First and foremost, I don't know what's going on, but I was clearing out my normal mode and hard mode runs, pardon me. And then I realized something. You see, in these tours, they have it where you need to use SmackDown champions, right? It ends on Friday. As long as they've been doing these tours, you would think they would have the code straight. But even though Y2J has left WWE, it seems that he has broke the walls down when it comes to the code, and it's a true code breaker, deal breaker for me. I have been clearing out this content with Grayson Waller, Modern Era Showboat, the Grayson Waller effect, and you're supposed to get bonus goodies and rewards for it. Sad to say, for some weird reason, we're going to go ahead and run this right here because we already did it. You're not getting the bonus goodies, and on top of that, you're also, well, I'm not getting the bonus resources from the Contest Superstar bonus, and I'm also not even getting the initial reward drops. Now, I've already sent an email to Scopely support on this. I've also supplied screenshots, and of course, I'm even backing up my information with a video just to showcase what has happened to me. And I'm not sure if others know this or not, but I just want to make people clear and aware of what's going on. So if you are doing this and you're not receiving anything, please take screenshots, give them your in-game information, and show them what's going on. Because I was going to do the Hell Mode run here for you, but I'm not going to do the Hell Mode run if I'm not going to be allotted the initial drop, let alone the Contest Superstar bonus. So as you can see, we clear it out, second run around, and look, no bonus. No bonus drop. So I was going to go ahead and do more on here, but I'm not, because with the normal mode run, they have the other contest rewards in this chest, the Beach Time collection case. I'm not going to have them scope me out of that. I'm not, and I don't want them to do the same to you. Now, hopefully they fix this sooner rather than later. They reimburse everybody properly, and we can keep on with our business. But I mean, there's no point in me postponing it. And, you know, if I do, okay, maybe I'll do another video on the Hell Mode tour when it's properly fixed. But I'd rather just go ahead and get right to business. So I wanted to show that I was going to do both Tommaso Ciampa's tour and then finish off with the SmackDown tour because I figured that the tour would be fixed. It would be good to go. But now that that's happened, what we're going to do is we're not touching the SmackDown tour because it's going to be backwards to me. If it works in Hell Mode, you get the drops, but then you do normal and hard mode, you don't get the drops. That's asinine and absolutely crazy, especially considering Grayson Waller's the character that they have up. He is a SmackDown character, and he is the Contest Superstar, so why wouldn't you get the double drop from him? So nonetheless, we're going to now run a very short, sweet, and brief run of Tommaso Ciampa because this is one of those where we have to pick and choose our battles. We clearly were able to get Mae Young over the past weekend with the Faction Feud shenanigans. We were able to recruit her. We got her up to 5-star bronze currently, but nonetheless, we're holding off on tokens so we can be able to take her up to 6-star bronze, at least when everything's said and done. So we're going to rock out with Ciampa. We do not have a strap on him. We do have the Uso cap, which would beef up his damage more because of all the gems that are getting put down on the board. But this is the build that I'm running. It's real easy. We have the German suplex, allowing us to choose 2 rows to make into silence gems. Following that, we have the discus clothesline, dealing damage and making silence gems into green gems, which then would also load up the Avalanche Project Ciampa, which deals damage and additional bonus damage per silence gem. So literally the loadout here is real simple. We got Rosie for green moves, start off with 2 more MP combined with the MLC Tour perk, so we have that, and he's not up high enough yet, so he could be able to do the silence gems, do 100% more damage. Instead, he's doing 50% more damage. We have Razor here for green gem damage, also allowing us to generate more green gems, and blue move start with 2 more MP, which obviously isn't going to work in this build here. And last but not least, we have Molly Holly and Lex Luger Wolfpack for 12k silence gem damage and 12k flat rate green gem damage. So this is the build that we're running with Ciampa. We did get the backstage pass. We were able to take care of business with the early on, and with his tour, we were able to get everything. So it's a backwards situation right here, and I'm praying that they do get it fixed sooner. And when they do it, they might as well just give a payout. If you've dealt with what I'm dealing with, share it in the comments below. But we're going to speed through this because it literally got me vexed. I had a long day at work, and I mean, by the grace of God, got through it. Bad times don't last. Hey, yo. But it's also unfortunate because I was hoping to blow off some steam by making y'all some videos, like, doing a trip, like at least a 2-parter because of the other piece of content that we're going to clear out today. But nah, that wasn't the case at all. That got stomped real quick. So now we're fully loaded here. He was able to do some immaculate damage, and with the silence gems, for those who forget how these things work, botch gems, you get your MP, but you don't get any damage. Silence gems, you get dealt damage, but your opponent does not get off their MP. So once again, I remember saying this back in the day. I'm going to tell it to y'all all once more, so allow me to break it down for you, okay? Botch gems. Your opponent can make a gem match. They will get their MP for their moves, but you will not receive any damage. Silence gems. Your opponent can deal damage, but they will not get the load up for the color moves of those specific gems that are made into silence gems. So they are counters of each other. That's basically the best way to put it. They are counters for one another. So we're going to go ahead and do this with Ciampa. Now we got them down. We had everything loaded up. Boom. We dropped that down. We deal all that damage, and now we hit this. And then everything's loaded up again, hopefully. So, and you want to aim to get your purples too. That is basically the objective too. You want to look for purples so you can be able to do what you need to do. And we have that, so we'll make that silence gem into the row break right there. It's going to make them boom, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. And more than likely, we will see the contest rewards pop up for Ciampa on this. And that's just going to, like, literally just puts things into perspective for you when we do what we do. So, boom. Ciampa's tour is great. And the crazy part is, Ciampa is a SmackDown character right along Grayson Waller. How is that happening? How? And so, I'm not even, the thing is, I already hear somebody saying that, someone in the back, well, Zeke 4-0, it's a SmackDown tour, so why don't you go ahead and just use another SmackDown character? Again, y'all, play smart, not hard. If you got a character who's literally in the situation that is the contest superstar and they happen to be on the brand, why make it difficult for yourself? Granted, if you don't, you know what I mean? Granted, the situation, if you don't have Grayson Waller, then do what you got to do. But other than that, why do it to yourself? Why? Just why? You know what I mean? So, we're going to go ahead and do this here. And that should clear everything. Hopefully, boom, knock things out. Ludwig Kaiser. Ludwig Gunther. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That did not go as according to plan, but that is absolutely fine. That's number 8. We're not even going to do that to ourselves. We're just going to roll it out and do some more so we can put some more gems down on the board and we can just keep it moving. So Tommaso, hands down. Now, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. If I recall correctly, Tommaso Ciampa, I believe, was the character with how they released him and did things. I believe Tommaso Ciampa was the character that I stood behind, like with how Scopely went about the release and everything. I believe he was the character that, with everything and how they did the community, I believe he was the character that ended up ultimately getting me kicked out of the original, the official Scopely content group. It was just a point where I didn't like. It was just like how they rolled him out, how they did everything. It just didn't sit right with me. And back then, my immaturity was ahead of me, and it just had me looking at it like now I understand they're a business first. They're not out to make friends. They're not out to do all that, and now I see that and get that. But back then I was just mad. I'm like, why are y'all going to do that? Like, you dropped the information about him. We know that he's here. We know that he's coming. You say one thing, and then next thing you're doing a completely different thing. And I had other content creators like even reach out, like OGs, like Gearson and Big Papa Brian and Davey D. They all came to me and like they was just speaking reason and everything to me. But I wouldn't budge on it. And Firpo, out of respect, he had to do what he had to do. So it's like I'm not mad. I get it. I understand. But it was definitely like he was a controversial character to my storyline of WWE Champions, just because of how everything unfolded, how everything went down because of his release. I was so happy about him. I was like, oh snap, Johnny Wrestling's coming into the game. So that means one thing. Where's Ciampa? Where's Ciampa? And then it went downhill. It went downhill quick. It went down bad. Like, I was big mad. And there was no like a Kanye can't tell me nothing. But listen, lessons learned. People we were yesterday aren't the people that we are today. So, you know what? I'm still back. I'm still making videos. I'm still doing what I love. Scopely, the good old folks over there, they've changed the game. They've made things a whole lot better for the community. And you know what? We still have amazing Apex top-notch content creators, officially and unofficially. And the ball keeps on rolling. But this was definitely a character that when he came out, I was so hyped that he was doing his thing. I was so hyped and grateful that DIY finally came into the game. But then, oh Lord, there were some times, man, like the whole Woken, the Matt Hardy weekend, that was something. The original 3 Eyes Kurt Angle release, that was another situation. There were just some times back in the day where, you know what, I had to pull a CM Punk. When Ciampa dropped and how they went about Ciampa, that was my pipe bomb moment. That was my moment where I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I'm good. Like, you know what, I'm going to still make videos. I'm going to still do what I do. If I lose access to making previews and everything, I'm like, okay, I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm like, nah, man, like this ain't rocking with me. And like I said, that was when I was in my 20s. Like that was like my early 20s when I was doing that. So now, you know, coming in like times have changed. Back then, I was doing previews on a track phone. You know what I mean, on a straight talk phone. And now, you know, we've upgraded. So you know, it was a humbling experience, but nonetheless, you know, I'm grateful that we're here now. That's what matters most. We're still smashing gems. We still are a voice for the voiceless, and we are forever the bad guy of WWE Champion. So Ciampa's actually making some moves. I wanted to knock his tour out first just because I had a feeling he was going to be the weak link. I didn't think he was going to make it this far. That's basically what I'm going to say. I didn't think he was going to make it this far. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. But lo and behold, He's holding it down. He's doing what he can. He's taking it down. He's getting some extra damage in. So, you know, having Rosie on him, Molly Holly with her updated build. Oh, why did y'all? Wow, why didn't he take that? But he's still going to get his purples though, so I can't even argue with it. Molly Holly getting that incredible update to her entourage ability makes her absolutely amazing for Champa. Rosie coming out with the green MP, as well as the silence gem damage. That's making it fundamental and critical here for this run. Doing a lot, and we're, like I said, we try our best not. We try our best. Keyword: no, try to not use props in these situations. That's what we try to do. But it's also a thing where I'm not mad at you if you ended up having to use them, because I mean, we're going to get this. Oh Lord, here we go. We're going to get that. That's going to drop that. That's going to drop that. Boom, boom. I'll take additional damage, definitely for sure. And I hope that he forces a cascade. Oh man, that would have been beautiful if we were able to get that off. He's going to do a choose move to get everything loaded, but hopefully we can kick out of it. That is the critical part. But I love Champa. Champa's definitely the character that can get you through a lot. Yes, thank you. Force that and allow us to get the kick out of it. Champa is definitely the character that I would say, quote unquote, is a free-to-play unit, in a sense, because he's highly available now. Years have passed since his initial release, and so it's one of those things where he does hold his part. He does do a server role. He's a good technician alongside Johnny Gargano. They can definitely get you through a lot of content until you pull someone better or a great free-to-play MLC champion gets released. So that's another way to also look at it from that perspective. But I mean, we're making good timing on here. But I really pray that they resolve the situation with the SmackDown tour. If it gets fixed and I'm reimbursed my resources and my rewards, then I will gladly make a video for that. I will gladly do it for each and every single one of you. But if not, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk, but I just hope that they fix it. But in this one for sure, what we are going to do, oh no, oh God, here we go. What can we do? The most I can do for you, Champa. Most I can do for you, Chompy baby. I can level you up. I can at least level you up. I can at least put the points of the coins into you. It does count towards the Master Manager because it is a modern era character. We just made it over 3 billion again, man. It's like it teeter-totters. But I mean, it brings him close. I mean, it's the closest thing we're going to get from this. And you know what, y'all? I'm not even going to lie to you. This might be one of those situations where you do see me do something that I say that I won't do. It just might. It might be. I'm not gonna lie, because I gotta get to that point where I say, you know what? I'm just like all of y'all. I use props. There's sometimes where I don't want to, and then there's sometimes where it's like, we got no choice, man. We got to, because once Balor gets rolling, and you know it, they gave him to us absolutely free. You know that once he starts rolling, it's over. That's the thing. You already lost. It's like, what do you do? So we're going to play this out the fairway. We're going to make a lot of connections. We got everything loaded. And we're going to hope and pray that AI does its part and doesn't play stupid like it just did. Should have put down your snowfalls, buddy. Should have put your snowfalls down first. So that's a blessing, but that skip turn's still going to kick. And again, Finn is one of those characters where it makes sense with him. Like, all right, first and foremost, we're going to do the smart thing here. Finn's one of those characters that they've definitely warranted and allowed us to know, like, hey, he can do a lot with one turn. There's other characters out here that they give one turn to, and you're like, They literally, they just gave you that to make you like more pullable. That's literally all they did for you. But Finn's definitely a guy who's proven his worth. He's shown like he can handle business. So we got that. We'll do that right there. Boom. We'll do another one. We'll drop some more net damage on him. We'll get that. See, and this is the problem. See, I don't want that skip turn to go off. I genuinely don't want the skip to go off. But what I can do, and maybe he'll let me, maybe we're able to, oh no. Dang, got me in a defensive situation here because I can take your blue. And yes, I am talking. I am talking aloud to see what I could do. Okay, we could take the black and take the blue. That would drop something down. That is very likely. But I do need the green, though. I do need the green. That's the only thing. Yeah, so we had to take that. We had to, just because we know we're going into a skip. But hopefully he shows it by utilizing the blue. See? And there you go. He showed it. There you might not have seen a lot. It might not seem like a lot. But he showed a lot because he took the blue and it wasn't as fully loaded as it could have been. And thanks to us having Lex Luger on here, boom, we can get out of the kick. We can kick out. All right, back. So you saw Silence Gems. He gained a little bit of MP, yes, but he didn't get the full thing. He did not get the full thing. Oh, Lord. And now here we go because we got plenty. The more that you spam on here, like if you don't get caught with a skip turn, he's going to be able to work wonders for you because the more you stack, that means more damage that gets loaded. So, stop. Okay. So now we can go ahead and do that. There's a 4-row break right there, so we can take that. Okay, it's a little bit. It's not a lot, but sometimes you don't need a lot. You just need enough. You just need enough. So take your yellow. We got blues. Which one are you going? And of course, he takes the regular one. Of course, he's going to take the regular one. So, you know, we cycle again. I would love to beat him right now and not go against the grain of what I want to do. The only downside is now my purples are out of whack. That's the one reason why I'm not against people who use props, because I've done it myself. I'm not going to take nothing away from that. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. You got to do. But because he stunned me, he's going to take his purple. If he wasn't dumb, he would take the purple. Okay, so now he took the purple. Now we can spam some more out on the board. If we turn everything into silence, man, we can do a whole lot of crazy shenanigans. So now this is one of those things. He plays similar to Bailey with her rows of color turns. So depending on how you go about it, you either want one time to go around so you can match everything in a row, or you spread things out so you can do even more damage. So we're trying to do a little bit of both right now because he's only at 2 million health right now. And you know what? He's doing a great job. He is doing a great job. And I don't want to take away from it. But something's going to have to be done. We got to stop Finn. This is some crunch stuff. So the extra damage gets him under 1 million. Gets him under 1 million. I'm glad we're getting this knocked out first because I know with the other tour we're going to take care of, I know this is going to be a piece of work because he's going to put down his snowfalls and we're going to be able to clear that out. If he breaks them, we'll be able to cover them. So that's another thing about his low charge move. We're going to be able to cover it. It just depends on what he hits. So, okay, boom. All right, let's see how we do go about this right here. Okay, so we'll get rid of these snowfalls right here. No, we're not doing that. We're not going to hurt ourselves. We're going to take out those additional snowfalls. We're going to hit that. Come on, Ciampa. Come on. Ciampa, no lie, they don't need to make a new Ciampa, but what they can do to make him and Johnny Gargano viable again, this is a situation of a rework where you basically go back and give an older character a new skill plate. I think that would work out effectively for Ciampa and Gargano if you gave them a new skill plate. I think that would work better for them. And more than likely, we're going to lose here because... wait. Go off. Kick off. Okay. We did it! Woo! No props. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ciampa came up big time, man. Big time clutch here. Oh my Lord. But literally, making something simple, like maybe a skill plate, like that's resemblant to, maybe making a skill plate that's resemblant to Johnny Gargano's insignia, as well as making a skill plate like that's the title, Goldie. I think those are things that you could utilize to beef these guys up because they're good champions. Like, if you get all the bells and whistles for any champion, you can make them viable. But nonetheless, that's neither here nor there. Now, this is the tour that we're going to lead off with. We're going to end this on because obviously champions wants to be champions. We went ahead and they did what I thought I was praying they might do. They went ahead and they gave everybody Terry Funk for free. And as you can see, we got him up to 6-star bronze because we cannot afford to miss out on any medallions. We can't. Now, I do not know how far they'll go with Indy Hartwell, though. Indy is the last week. She is the last week. I don't know if they're going to do a big drop of shards for her. I don't know. But for this, though, we are going to do what we got to do here. And all we got to do is move one character. All we need to do, because we had him on Waller, we just got to now go and collect Lawler. And, we had him on Waller, so now we got to go get Lawler. And this is real easy. We got him at 6-star bronze, Terry Funk, and it's simple and plain. You clothesline, you make the choose area of Pyro Gems. Anything above that is going to turn into multiplied gems with the strength of 5. Then you have the atomic drop, allowing you a choose move, allowing you to make those into black gems. And then it's a reversal too. So if an opponent makes trap gems like Memrock, then you're going to deal damage and you're going to steal the opponent's turn. So that gives you gains you an opportunity. The cooldown is 1 turn. And last but not least, you have the pile driver finisher. That is basically going to allow you to swap an area into blue gems. So easy here, easy clap. We got Lawler for +4 blue MP. We got Lex Luger tech this time around. Blue moves do 2 more MP. Multiplied gems generated by moves will increase their strength by 1. And then we have Memrock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Multiplied gems do 5% more damage, and multiplied gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 1. So technically, when I make these power gems, they should have a strength of 7. Okay? And then we have Zombie Gunta. Blue gems do 30% more damage, and multiplied gems do 60% more damage. So obviously he's a striker. He's going to be a glass cannon. He's going to be hitting pretty hard. And we do not have a strap on him. We do not have nothing to cycle, because bad attitude, I believe, would be the move here. Either bad attitude or Graveheart will work on this guy immensely to keep him constantly cycling and flowing. And as you can see, there's 100 more levels that could go into him. I don't think I need to pump these coins into him. He's been hitting pretty good and hitting pretty hard. So we're going to go up against Rock, and then we have Kevin Owens at the end. And the blessing of both of these guys is they both use trap gems. So they're literally making it so it works in your favor. And Terry Funk is a great character. Even if you don't go after him at 6-star bronze, you have him so that you can get him. They gave him to you absolutely free. What else is there to say about that? They literally gave him to you for free. You know what I mean? So we will see how this goes, because a part of me is like, use the choose move on him to make the black. That's the thing. But then I'm sitting here like, we'll find out. We'll find out. We got to mess around and find out, y'all. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. And if we cascade, we cascade. Oh, and we didn't. We actually got lucky. So we actually got lucky, y'all. And it did go up by 7. So now we choose this area to make in the blue. We cover all of those. Boom. Hit a little hard. We did a little bit. So he's doing some damage. He is doing some damage. And we got the trap gems. So the trap gems should be stolen. That's how it should go. And there we go. Reversal. Cooldown period. Boom. We take that back. So then we lay them down again. And again. And again. And again. So, all right. We got that. Then we hit it again. And hopefully everything loads up. So, boom, 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 boom. Anything can happen. Things are subject to change. So we'll put some other stuff around just in case we do force a pin. You don't want to force a pin. And then we do the match right here. Boom, extra turn. Boom, and go back in. Now, this is letting me know that I very well might. I might have to put some coins into him to go up against Kevin Owens. Might. Things are subject to change. Anything can happen. Just like that. Just like that. And that too. I didn't know there were traps down. I didn't know they survived. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, didn't see that one coming. I thought he was able to get all of them. I stand corrected. So there we go. Boom. Knock this out. This is actually pretty fun. This actually has turned out into a better video than I expected that was going to happen. We're going to put this over here because we don't need it matching with that black gem over there with the ×7. No drip. No drip. We sadly, unfortunately, missed out on the drip plate. So, and I doubt after they realize how cracked that plate was, I highly doubt they're going to bring that bad boy out again. And then he's going to put traps down. Hopefully not all my gems go out. Oh, wait. Okay, boom. Okay. We did that. All right. And now we go again. So this guy is going to be a great answer to Ozzy Osbourne, like the Broski Merrick said. Definitely a great counter to Ozzy for future reference. And again, just like Liv Morgan, you got him for free. I sympathize for a lot of Champions players, free to play, Dolphin, Whale. But it's like, look, when they give you a broken character, they give you a top tier character for free, even at 3-star bronze, you take it. Be grateful. So who's to say you didn't pull Ilya Dragunov for free? And that's the S plus tier, right? You got him out of bag at 3-star. You pull Maxine like I did out of the bag for 3-star. You recruit Mae Young at 4-star gold. You get, and then you go and turn around and you're also getting free characters. You're basically getting more getting a stack of free to play content. When you really break it down, when you think about it, you're getting more characters than you initially were supposed to. You genuinely are. You literally have now gone from having Ozzy as a free to play character alongside Brutus to now you have a situation of getting and recruiting Batista Bomb. But then you also have the opportunity now of walking away with not only just Liv Morgan, but Terry Funk. Rest in paradise, my boy. Yeah. Just like I used to get on Scopely and get in their butts like a bad wedgie. I'm also going to give them their praise due, even with a broken toe and all. Fix it, please. But nonetheless, Terry is a good character. Again, if we had a strap on him, we had everything going, we could get it done. And we could easily get it done, get in and out. That wasn't the case. And this is you know what? I'm still grateful for this video. Jeez. Why? Why? That's all I can say is why. Now, plenty of trap gems. That is a given. If we fail, we fail. We go out with a blaze of glory. That's the best one. The best thing I can tell you. That's the best thing I could try. I could try. Doesn't mean I'm going to make it, but I could try. Kevin Owens is no joke too. We know. Gone are the days of using him to clear out all of the stipulation tours, but at the same time, we gotta try. We gotta go the distance. We gotta do what we gotta do. We got to. So we're going to try this out. This is going to be rough. This isn't going to be pretty. Literally 70 million and you got 6 million? How is this going to go? How is this going to go? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, we will try and do it right there because it does start us off good. Alright, we're loaded. Oh man, this is when Sensational Sherry is epic. This is when I did think about I was thinking like Maxine Dupree. I was thinking maybe using her. But this is also a thing that could be a detriment. I mean, I want these medallions bad, but even using props, you know what I mean? It's a thing where again, I'm looking at the health. Even if I put some more coin, that 100 more coin into him, how far could he really get into this match? You know what I mean? Like, there's certain times where you just gotta look at it and be like, my blue is low. Thankfully, the shards helped out with him, and I had stacked shards beforehand before we're officially recruiting him. But it's still a situation where I'm like, how's this about to turn out? About to be like Cody Rhodes. It's like, so, what do you want to talk about? It's like, what do you want to talk about, guys? Because this is about to go interesting. I mean, the bad guy runs from no one, but the bad guy also knows you might got me. You might got me. There comes a time where you might get got. Now, thankfully, I believe with one turn, I think it goes right back to me. So that should kick in. It did. So we're getting spared. That's a plus. But then it's that whole thing. How long? And then you also got to look at, I'm playing with fire. Especially now. Look, we got that lone multiply gem just sitting there. And obviously, if I connect the dots on that, that'll be a problem. Now, this is one of those where obviously you still want to set something out just in case. And we have that. So now we go above. And actually, no, we actually go down here so we can eliminate that threat. Eliminate that problem. And of course, he's got his trap gems loaded. So I don't think we're going to be able to dodge the bullet on this one. This might be a little bit longer than I thought. Oh boy, yeah, we're not going to make it. But you know what? It was worth a shot. I mean, this is one of those things where it happens. Okay, so we get it. Again, we do get it. But again, look at how grueling this is going to be for some people. I'm glad I'm doing this for y'all, so y'all can see he's good. He is good. You can use him on a budget like Merrick said. But there's a lot that goes into this, man. A lot, and it's very tedious. We don't have our own Piper plate in a sense. We don't have the Piper plate on this. But, oh, man, that moment, this is more incentive for me to go after that moment. Because that moment would make him an absolute hoss. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That moment makes him a monster. Seeing the gameplay for him, seeing the gameplay for Liv, and then that triggered, man. But I also rather him do it while it's on my off turn. But seeing this moment and seeing how that goes, it lets you know tenfold. Yeah, you definitely need the moment. The moment makes or breaks him for sure. And it's unfortunate that it's like that, but I mean, it's a great moment, and I honestly think if you stay on top of everything and you're able to do what you do, especially if you recruit the MLC Chase champions, I think you're going to have a really good shot at getting it. And oh Lord, why did y'all do that to me? All right, we gotta move it up. Don't do too much. Okay, boom. Now we're loaded up again, and now we can actually take back the bottom row. The moment definitely makes him as well as Liv. It makes them monsters. It scares me with how dangerous they become with that moment, but it's no different from the Miz moment. I genuinely have to agree with Lee and Rusty when they spoke on that. If you're going to go after anything this MLC, invest in the moment. Especially now knowing that they gave the community Liv Morgan and Terry Funk for free, you would be doing your account a disservice. I mean, just think about that. There's someone out there who literally just started playing WWE champions, and they walked away with Ozzy Osbourne, Liv Morgan, and Terry Funk, all for free 99. You can't beat that. But we're seeing the difference of what could happen if we had the moment compared to if we did. And it is what it is. After a while, yeah, strikers can hit pretty hard, but at some point they slow down. And that's what's happening right now. He's slowed down, and I think this is it for old Terry. And it is. I'm not putting 1,000 into it. So we tried. Nonetheless, though, I mean, this made for a good video. I'm not gonna lie. This went a lot longer than I expected. But we called an audible. We did what we had to do. We did what was best for business. But nonetheless, y'all, I mean, that made for a good video. I mean, again, I'm very disappointed that Scopely allowed that botch to happen. We have not gotten anything in the mail just yet. I was thinking they would send something out. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't see the red dot. What do they got to say? We doing this live, baby. All right. The Summer Champions Tour from week 1 have had their CSS contest rewards restored. Okay, we will also rerun the SmackDown tour so that you can finish the tours missed during that time. The Batista tour week 2 will also be extended for 1 day. Please note that any rewards from previously earned cannot be claimed again. We are aware of an issue and investigating a visual bug with Contest Superstar showing as available when it should be marked as completed. Your dev team. Now, that is what I'm talking about, y'all. And we'll read this too, and then we'll leave out on this. Champions, due to an issue with the scheduling of Contest Superstar, Contest Bonus, CSS rewards in the Week 1 Summer of Champions tours, the Week 1 SmackDown tour with Grayson Waller as Contest Superstar has been made available for a limited time, ending on Friday, August 23rd at noon Pacific time. Please note that while the rewards may appear available due to a visual glitch, if you earned them while the tour was active in Week 1, you will not be able to claim them again. Thank you for your patience. You don't say, mate. You don't say. So, well, look what we have here. Let's see what happens. We got tons of shenanigans going on. Alright, let's see what happens if we... Oh, Lord. Okay. Alright, now let's load this thing back up and see what's happening. Let's load it back up and see what's going down. And hopefully we can get resources. Well, obviously that's still there, and that's still going to pop up the way it did. Okay. And that's still going to be the way it is. So now let's go ahead and check real quick before I head out of here. Or we might have to run everything back. That's probably what we're going to have to do. Will I be able to get it? If we literally start the video off with if we literally start the video off talking about it not being fixed, and then we end up ending the video with it actually being fixed. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do, so I'm not gonna be mad about that. So we will run this one time just to see how everything's going and see how it goes. So now we're gonna go into this video. We're gonna try again, y'all. Let's see what happens. All right. Boom. Knock that out. Maybe we get the bonus rewards. I don't know. Let's find out. So will it show up? Because if it shows up, then I'm just going to finish this video off with what we came to do. We're going to end up getting some bonus content. We're going to get everything in here. So is it here? Not yet. Okay. All right. So we did that live. They got to fix it. That's what the long story is. The story short of it is they still got to fix it. Nonetheless, y'all, I mean, I'm glad that they did say something and they are reaching out to do it. And, you know what I mean? That is that. I mean, thank y'all. I'm so grateful and appreciative of each and every single one of you. And we're just going to end it off because, I mean, I'm glad things are getting worked on. So always know this. Hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions, fam. Like the video, share the video, but most importantly, from funk to funk to importantly, most importantly, if you rock with this content and you enjoy it, whether it's short-term, long-term, or you're getting familiar with the game, the WWE Champions, and you rock with what I'm doing and what I stand for and what I represent, do yourselves a favor so you're always up to date on content by simply dropping a people's elbow on that subscribe button, as well as hitting a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from this channel ran by yours truly, the one and only true bad guy at WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate y'all. I give the love that you give me back tenfold in spades. So thank you so much for watching this video, from everything and anything that we covered. And until next time, y'all, stay blessed, be safe, take care. Peace.